Okay, hi everyone. So welcome back. This is our webinar on the International Forum on Green Skills and Sustainable Business Innovation. So we are concluding the year with this international forum, and as usual, this forum is being organized jointly by the Global Ambassadors of Sustainability and the Global Green Chamber of Commerce. And now I'm inviting Ms. Michelle Thatcher, the CEO of the Global Green Chamber of Commerce, for an opening remarks. So the floor is yours, Michelle.
Thank you so much, Dr. Bassam, and welcome everyone. Today, this session brings together science, education, social well-being, and applied engineering to show us how sustainability moves from data and policy into real-world impact. We will begin with Dr. Shahrul, who will explore how low-cost calibrated air quality sensors are transforming how communities, businesses, and policymakers understand pollution and public health. Next, we then turn to Dr. Pramila, who will work on green skills, emotional intelligence, and sustainable innovation challenges to help us rethink sustainability through the lens of education and health, highlighting how social emotional learning, creativity, and human resilience are essential to climate readiness and green workforce development. We will then hear from Dr. Hubert Hira, who will share how universities can act as living laboratories using campus sustainability assessments to drive innovation, workforce readiness, and green business outcomes. And finally, engineer Noura will share an engineering and sustainability lens, highlighting how technical expertise and inclusive design translate climate goals into action. So welcome everyone. We are so honored to have you with us and our esteemed speakers. And as we head into this forum, the next forum will be a few weeks. Usually we do every other week, but it will be Thursday, January 8th. We have several holidays, including New Year's, coming up. So please mark your calendar for that time. And something new for all of you who have been with us for quite some time, we have on the Global Ambassadors of Sustainability, Dr. Wissam has created the Global Sustainability Review. So if you've been with us, there are several policy pathways, policy briefs, policy blueprints for past programs. So each and every one of these programs will have a document that will be uploaded and published on the Global Sustainability Review. So you can go straight to the Global Ambassadors website and straight to the Global Sustainability Review via this QR code right here. So please check out the past programs and be on the lookout for upcoming ones. And as we usually do, we want to just take one moment of silence to give peace, love, and kindness out there in the world, as we know that there are many challenges. There's wars, there's famine, there's personal challenges that many of us are experiencing. So let's just take one breath. And let's extend that to our speakers today and give them strength going forward with the program. And friendly reminders for those of you who are joining us on LinkedIn. We have such a global international audience. And so we welcome you and encourage you to share your thoughts and reactions and insights to each of the speakers' presentations. Please share your location. I always love to see the city and country if you can. And ask questions in the comment section. It's also very helpful if you will address which speaker you're asking the question for. And so if it's, if you can just put their name at the very front of the question, that can be helpful. If it's too much work, don't worry, we'll figure it out. But just keep in mind that this space is for open, inclusive, positive, uplifting dialogue. So we just want everyone to feel like they've learned so much throughout this time, and that each of you who are in the audience are an integral part of this program. So thank you so much for sharing. And without further ado, I just want to say a huge thank you and kudos to Dr. Wissam. There are so many resources and assets that are coming to bear on the Global Ambassadors of Sustainability website. He has brought us all here today. So, so thank you, Dr. Wissam, and I will pass it back to you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Michelle, for the interesting remarks as usual. And we move now to the first speaker, Dr. Muhammad Shahrul, Muhammad Nazir. And Dr. Shahrul, he's an associated professor of environmental science at the National University of Malaysia, UKM. So the floor is yours, Dr. Shahrul.
Hi, everyone. First of all, thank you so much, Michelle and Dr. Wessam, for inviting me tonight at night here now in Malaysia. Hopefully, the rest of you guys are healthy condition. Without further ado, I just want to take this opportunity to share about how our innovation from lab to market and from research to commercialization. We have been in local market and international market by commercialization of low-cost sensors for air and water quality monitoring. This is our team. Basically, Derila is my startup. We have a startup program at the National University of Malaysia since 2023. And actually, we have been commercialized our technology since 2017 by local distributors before we transform into our startup called Drilla. So we came from multidisciplinaries. Myself as a atmospheric science, and my share partner, Professor Shawal, he also is IoT engineer, big data analytics. We have QC executive, and we also working closely with public health professors, Professor Mazura, and we also have our census controller system, Dr. Mio, and all of us are from the same university, by the way. I think most of you know already about air quality. I don't want to touch detail on it. I just want to say that the global air pollution impact basically has caused many deaths, and I can say air pollution is one of the top 5 killers in the world. And especially in Malaysia, we encounters haze issues yearly, and it is important to have a real-time monitoring system across the countries. Maybe you all already know also the common technique or common reference to monitor air quality. For example, like in Malaysia, Department of Environmental Malaysia has 65 CAQMS. So CAQMS basically stand for Continuous Air Quality Monitoring Systems. And during haze, we have a lot of debates in terms of the air pollution index. For example, like there's a lot of arguments during haze. For example, like in Kuala Lumpur, our capital city, for the API values, for example, like hundreds or 150, which is in unhealthy condition. and in Shah Alam, which is a city near Kuala Lumpur. I think it's about 20 kilometers. And in Shah Alam, the API, for example, showed 90 of air pollution index, and people in Shah Alam say that why our API is what, even though we are close with Kuala Lumpur, but our API show differently. So I think this is why, because of air pollution index caused from the level of air quality, where in Kuala Lumpur, for example, there's a lot of potential sources like vehicles, industrials, while in Shah Alam, even though is close to Kuala Lumpur, but the city is more greener and less pollution. So this is why there's a lot of argument. So I think this is very important that we need to have more air quality networks to assist people to get API during HIS. So this is why I think since CAQMS are quite expensive to maintain and so on, so we need more low cost air quality sensors with calibrated sensors. Basically, this is a summary of our research from years back, from research to commercialization. So we conducted many various type of indoor air quality studies, outdoor air quality studies, and you can see from the pictures, we involved with public transportation agencies, airports, in a hospital for indoor environment, and we also develop our own dashboard and mobile app to assist community to visualize or to see the air quality status. And also recently we adding AI technologies to forecast the air quality in the next days or next few days. And in 2024, we developed our low-cost water quality sensors. Basically, it's just like air quality sensors, but this is for water, and you can see that it can submerge on a sea surface there, and we give information through dashboard and apps. Yeah, this is the pictures of research activities, and this is what I mentioned about CAQMS. So, for example, like this is Department of owned by Department of Environment in Putrajaya, Malaysia, and you can see in the cabin, it has many type of gas analyzers. If you see there, we have ozone analyzers, CO. Then, and you can imagine how tough to maintain yearly, and how much the government need to pay just to sustain the station itself. So and the gas analyzer is also quite bulky and quite heavy, and of course is difficult to to make it portable. So this is where the ideas came to develop a small, user friendly, and have more apps and dashboard and so on. So this technology can complement, not to replace them, because this is a reference instrument which certified by US EPA, and just if the low cost sensors can be calibrated well and can prove the high precision and high accuracy, so I think it can be a complement to this CAQMS station. So when we talk about air quality monitoring, we need to have a few factors. We need to be balanced, not just not just to say the low cost sensor is very cheap, but the first important thing is to make sure the data quality, especially because we don't want to give like false alarm to the community or any related agencies in the future. So this is some characteristics of the detector itself or sensors, and the user requirement need to be considered. So when we, like, our experience is to working with the community and authorities, how the authorities such as Department of Environmental Malaysia can trust the measurement, and how the community can involve, for example, like in the citizen science program or something, just in the term of air quality monitoring. So this is a view about the air quality sensors, and you can see at the bottom there, the important elements is the sensor itself, and it's just like our handphone, basically, where we have a GSM module, where we need to enter a SIM card or connect it to Wi-Fi, just to transmit the data into the cloud, store in the cloud, and then visualize the results or graph, for example, in the dashboard or mobile apps. So basically, is this our technology is not the only technology. This is not a new technology. There are many countries that already developed, already conducted the research, and also commercialize it. So this is not new technology. So, but there are a few items that you can patent it. So like ourselves, we patented our own communication boards, for example. But the sensor element itself, we purchase from United Kingdom, for example. There's a lot of sensors that you can purchase from like China, but the most popular one called Alpha Sense from United Kingdom. So we basically, since during my PhD, I trusted a few brands that we use until now. It can be the best thing that you can embed it with various type of sensors. For example, like when we want to install in oil and gas industry, so I can use photoionization detector, for example, to monitor hydrocarbons, ammonia, H2S, and so basically sensors we can embed it with many type of sensor itself. So it depending on the target pollutants that you want to monitor. This is the common. This is our brand called Async, and you can see the common nitrogen dioxide, ozone, carbon monoxide, sulfur dioxide, and particulate matters. So this is the common pollutants that measured by mostly Department of Environmental. Recently we embedded with weather station, noise meter, just to conduct a research to investigate the impact of the implication of wind direction, wind speed, and so on. This is the brand that from the UK that we purchased. You can see there are many type of transducers, and each air pollutants, that target pollutants that can be measured at different type. For example, like we have electrochemical sensors, which is where the most common sensors used widely. We have NDIR for volatile organic compounds. We commonly we use PID, OPC for particulate matters, and there's metal oxide and polyester. So it depends on the researcher themselves. It can develop, it can use, and they want, if they want to commercialize it, so they can just pick any type of transducers for their target pollutants. So there are many advantages, of course. Some of if we conduct a good calibration, we can have a precise and accurate data from the sensor itself, and of course it can real time without manual. For example, like quite common Department of Environment officers, not like in Malaysia, they commonly doing manually. Track the sample and then bring to the lab and do the analysis. But with the low-cost sensors, you can make it portable, and you can go anywhere, and you can store the data in the cloud and have your own apps and something like that. So yeah, this is now people also use wearable sensors you can get from market. For example, like called Atmotube from the US. People or researchers use for personal exposure study. And I want to emphasize about calibration. So this is how we do the calibration for the sensors we put in the chamber. And then we do the correlation, and we use selected model to get correction factors to reduce the bias. And so this is a bit technical, but I don't want to go too technical. Just want to show the basic principle of the calibration, how we use machine learning, different model of machine learning. So this is an example of our laboratory's calibration. You can see we have a chamber, we have the reference analyzers at the bottom there. So this is the typical diagram of how we do the calibration. So we have a reference. It is a must. It's mandatory to have a reference analyzers to check. So if the reference analyzers read 10 ppb of ozone, so our sensors should read 10 ppb. So if didn't read 10 ppb, so we can use a machine learning as an input and then try to correct the values by machine learning. So this is a few type of results from our calibration. So you can see the linear calibration curve, and you can see for example, like the red color, I think, yeah, the dash green. So sorry, yeah, the red one, the red line is corrected. For example, here is PM2.5.
Dr. Shahrul, sorry, you have 2 minutes, please.
Yeah, okay. Thank you, Dr. Wesam. So this is data validation. After we do calibration, we do the data validation with Department of Environment. So we can see our sensors behave well. So this is the study during his episode in 2019. Some indoor application in LRT, some of outdoor studies. So this is just from a research perspective. So we can use a Google Map to do air quality mapping. This is fun stuff from wearable sensors. And we combine with atmospheric model to do prediction and forecasting of air quality. So this is one good stuff. So for conclusion, that I can say a low-cost sensors can have a promising technology, but it may not provide the same level of accuracy if we didn't do the calibration well. So we need to emphasize on the calibration method, the data processing, and lastly, we hope from this platform, if you guys are interested to collaborate for low-cost sensors, we are happy to do some collaboration. And the most important is we can empowering individual and communities, not just for research, but we can also focus with community to engage with them, to understand about air quality and so on. So this is some of our publications. So some of clients. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Dr. Shahrur, for this interesting presentation on the low-cost air quality sensors and their importance in the monitoring of air quality and also the health aspects. So now we move to the second speaker, Dr. Pramila Thaba. And Dr. Pramila, she is a research director at Vidoshi Yogamaya Himalayan Ayurveda University from Nepal. So the floor is yours, Dr. Pramila, and you have 15 minutes, please.
Thank you so much for having me here in this great platform. So my topic, I'm going to talk about green skill and sustainable innovations. In these skills, mostly I like to connect and talk about education and health. So first, we need to know we have two sides of brain, that is our right brain and left brain. Left brains always talk about mostly logical, and right brain mostly talk about emotion. So however, in our society, culture and education focus mainly on the left brain, that is logical side, ignoring the right brain. That means innovations, creativity, passion, freedom, so on. So the problems is left brain hive overloaded due to overloaded of data, theory, frameworks, lots of fact and figures. So however, skill has decreased. This is information I have taken from LinkedIn. So another side, right brains underuse, so that emotions, creativity, and innovations has decreased due to introductions of or developments of different AI, different technology. So that why I am sharing these informations. That means emotions, skills. This is right brains high, most essential in 21st century skills. It has unmet. So this informations given by World Health Organization in 2020. So that result, green skills also has shortage because all the time IQ will not work all the skills and all the works. So for balancing all work, right and left brains has to work simultaneously to meet target. So there is weak educations and health readiness, low resiliency skills for climate challenges. There is a promise from our birth. We carry happiness, health, and harmony. That is, unlocking them is a skill. So why green skill matter? Because there is a global shift post-pandemic. Also, there is rising green talent. Also, having growth in climate-driven jobs, demand for sustainability, skills in education, health, innovations, resilience, so that prepares communities and green futures. This is the few demands I have highlighted here. So I like to mainly connect with Nepal perspective. Nepal's schools, hospital, and communities need more eco-friendly practice, eco-friendly attitude, eco-friendly knowledge. So green skill improve health, learning, and social well-beings. If persons have eco-friendly practice, behaviors, uh, feelings, and knowledge, so that persons have or person can cultivate their engagements. So whatever we are talking and exploring different developments of technology at different dimensions, if persons are not ready to use, if persons are not ready to engage with all three dimensions, all three planned behaviors, nothing can be possible. So that green skills always have more importance with emotional skills to improve health, learning, social well-being, and so on. So encourage sustainable habits in the education, health, and social program is our vitals. So talking about global and local context, worldwide trend, green education, health service, and sustainable communities have started. Even in terms of socio-emotions learning, in developed country already they have practice. I have seen some data. That data reveal that 90% of education sectors already they have started to introduce social emotions learning, peace educations, and global citizenship in their education sector. But in the Nepal, there is a lacking in this perspective, but now persons have some awareness and persons are start to work with these skills. So Nepal also need climate smart schools, energy efficient health center, eco-conscious social service. So green skills is called to knowledge, eco-practice plus innovations. So that helps to cultivate habits or engagements. So that knowledge can be enhanced with health worker or social leader or educators. Eco-practice that helps to develop or cultivate good habit so that they can use for their good habit, or they can develop their planned behaviors so that there helps to reduce energy, waste, and pollutions. So innovations can create solution for Nepal's local challenges. So next, talking about sustainable service, that is called to resource efficiency into community impact. So how this possible resource efficiency that helps to save water, save electricity, others materials in schools and health institutes. So that impact in our community, in our schools, in our health sectors, healthier, greener and resilient communities. So this is just one example I have taken from website. This is based on Nepal Greenish School. This is situated in Surkhet, in Nepal. That school name is Kopila Valley School. So these schools, these eco schools and knowledge and motivations. So there are a number of advantages, a number of positive impact I found with introductions of these environments in the skills. So that tree cover and academic performance. Tree covers near schools like academic performance. So here, this is the evidence has given by Guardian in Guardian and Regula in 2025. So green educations that helps to improve academic performance. Also another study also in 2018 had shared that eco schools and knowledge that helps to increase motivations, academic achievements, environmental develop positive environments development, increase active teaching and learnings. So another study also has revealed that eco schools and awareness that enhance environment awareness, self-awareness, increase social responsibility attitudes. So why I'm mentioning this data means that green skills that helps to develop as teachers, students, health workers to have or to develop good behaviors, like they can improve their thought process, emotions, and their behavior so that their engagement levels will be high, so they can have good and smart environments in their workplace. So this is, I have taken one hospital examples. This is also from Nepal. This is also starting to use green hospital. So another hospital, this is Tribhuvan University. This is largest hospital in Nepal. This hospital also has started 3R practice, that is reduce, recycle medical wastage. Also eco-friendly hospital that helps to like, help to like save, segregated, and then solar energy, save natural light, water saving, plastic free, green environments, green procurement. Likewise, these are the some advantages can be seen with these utilizations. So there is an opportunity for Nepali youth and professionals learn sustainable practice, develop sustainable habit in education and health sector. So network with global innovator and trainer and lead green initiative in school, hospital, and NGOs and other sectors. So there is a number of case studies and inspirations. We can have lots of opportunity. So eco-friendly schools with solar energy, waste management, green hospitals, community program integrated sustainable into education and health. Sorry, thank you for participating. This is my website and email. So together, let's innovate for greener and healthier Nepal. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Pramila, for this interesting presentation and examples from Nepal. And now we move to the third speaker, Dr. Herbert Hewa. And Dr. Herbert, he's Assistant Director at Sustainability Institute at the Florida Agriculture and Mechanical Engineering from the US. So the floor is yours, Dr. Herbert, and you have 15 minutes, please.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. So I'm Dr. Herbert Hirwa. I'm working at the Sustainability Institute, School of the Environment, Florida A&M University. So it's my pleasure to be invited to this talk. So I have been interested in how we can make money or how we can bring our campus from sustainable practice to the market. So my talk will be more from campus to marketplace, where we are conducting a campus sustainability assessment to see to evaluate how much we have and at what extent do we need to increase our sustainability practice or best practice. So here is the FEMU Sustainability Institute. Our vision is to be a living laboratory of innovation and learning experience that generate global and sustainable solutions. At our University School of the Environment, we are having different programs. We are having a PhD in environmental science, a master's in geoscience and sustainability. Within the Sustainability Institute, we have different clubs that are caring the nature. The first one is the Sustainability Club. As you can see, we have a garden where we plant on campus. We take a small area and we make it as a garden. And you can see we can have some citrus like juice and the other plants. So we have also a recycling initiative where we are introducing our campus to the recycling. The recycling initiative has been there, but it has stopped somehow, and we are again sensitizing and mobilizing all the stakeholders, cafeterias, professors, how we can recycle every material. And those materials are they have a high potential of generating some money. So with the Sustainability Club, as you can see, we have an Instagram page where all the activities are posted. So feel free to go there and check what activity you are interested in. You can give them advice, comment, and so on. So within the campus, we are also having the clothing initiative where we collect all the clothes. Then we send to the cleanup, or also we also send to anyone who wants it, like the use. So in our institute, we are basing on nature, well-being, society, and economy. So these factors or these parameters or indicators are all connected. We should think in a multiple way. Then we plan in nexus way. So every factor here is connected to each other. It's not something new, but we need to again tell people all these factors are affecting each other. So one example is when anything happens to the nature, it will affect the first system, the focus system, and it will affect the distant system. At the same time, it will affect the decoupling system. It means all systems are affecting each other. So we should think in the same system while we also have the main system. So for our campus sustainability assessment, we are using the AASGE and through their STAR program, where we assess more than 62 indicators. Those indicators are more. Now we started with the operations. The operation has more than 22 indicators. Now we have already started with air quality, indoor air quality. We have different sensors. I will show you this. And then we work very closely with the maintenance and the environment, health, safety departments. So we are also installing different sensors, energy sensors, combined with the indoor air quality sensors to see how we can save that energy. Sometimes we have, let's say, a fridge that is consuming too much energy in the lab. So we need to know which fridge, what material, which equipment is consuming too much. So with the food and dining, we are working with the cafeteria, how to correct waste, manure, all those waste from the cafeteria. So we sort them with different purpose, one from the landfill, others from the recycling. So we are also working on how we can use 3D, the fixed sim model, to simulate the transportation, whether we want to increase the pedestrian way or we want to increase the how many buses do we want there. So how many solar or electrical buses we need on our campus. So with the engagement, we are working with the different students. As I said, we have different clubs. We have Sustainability Club, we have a Seed Club. The Seed Club is the club that works on seedlings, assessing the germination capacity of different seeds. They they treat their own seeds, and then they plant on our garden. So we are working with different garden community composting and gardening fields. So there we go, we learn from them as they are the community around the campus, and then they come to learn from us. So the university should have an impact on its activity in terms of the sustainability practice. So within our curriculum, we are working to see if we can continue to incorporate sustainability practice in every curriculum. As far as we are going in this era of artificial intelligence where everything is fast, and we are hoping that the sustainability practice in the curriculum will be more efficient as they will be available to everyone in a way that is accessible. So why the campus sustainability is a strategic lever for any campus or any university? So the university are the real world test bed. Those are for green skills and innovation. The universities are producing expert professionals. They are producing scientists that can go outside for their careers. When they have this kind of mentality, they will be able to influence different people where they are going in their workplace. But the sustainability assessment also is a vision to measure, and it's an investable action. So when we are performing the sustainability assessment, we are like influencing the talent pipelines, the financial. We want to save the money, but also we want to have a good campus with a livable campus. So within our sustainability campus assessment, we are working, as I said, on waste, transportation, community engagement, education, health, energy, and food. Mainly, we link this environmental outcomes with the social, political, and economic values. So this will lead us to informed data-driven decision making, and it will show up different investment priorities. So we, as I said, we are educating, increasing skills, and also we are making the workforce ready to go and practice what they learn and make their investment return. So within this sustainability assessment, we are having students engaged in data collection, auditing, analysis, and they play with different data, either air quality data, remote sensing data. So they map the campus. They are able to use different models. So at the same time, they are able to use different sustainability metrics as ESG reports, GIS, artificial intelligence or machine learning algorithm. They train their data, and they will train them to multiple system thinking or nexus planning. So when they graduate, they are already prepared for the industry, consulting as a sustainability analyst. They are already they are able to find their own job, to find their own companies. So with this, it means we are beyond the class, even if we are at the university. So here, our sustainability assessment is based more with the green procurement, where we are introducing this circular economics, these models in different ways. We are, let's say, one example is the waste we are collecting. We are introducing life cycle analysis in that those data, the cardboard, different papers, office papers, and we are looking how much this can emit with this kind of product. So after this, we are able to know how much we can gain if we sell it to any company that is dealing with the waste. So I will show you the data in the next slide, where how much money we could have saved from 2016 up to 2024. So within this, we identify inefficient and cost-saving opportunities. We are supporting green economy, circular economy, and the recovery, resource recovery. So we are informing the green procurement and responsible investment. So here, the sustainability assessment can bridge the gap between academia, market, and public policy in a way that when the students are analyzing different ESG reports, they are able to know what is needed on the market. And then they can start their own business around the campus, also even outside the campus. So from this, we are able to inform the policy or decision makers in a way that they can be accountable, they can increase or they can enhance their performance, even adopt sustainable standards. So let's come back to our case study, Florida A&M University. This is the first comprehensive campus sustainability assessment, data-driven assessment at FAMU. So this will strongly increase the leadership, student leadership across the campus, even beyond the campus. The sustainability assessment at the campus is a hub for research, innovation, and community engagement. So this will lead to waste reduction, energy efficiency, and a sustainable and resilient food system. So we are using this framework where we measure how much we use, water usage, waste management, green buildings, transportation, education and research, and so on. So this sustainability assessment will play a role of baseline data collection and the gap analysis. So we are using different quantitative and qualitative indicators from different departments. As I said, we are working with the School of the Environment, working with the Environmental Health and Safety Department. We are working with the maintenance, but this will be a continuous monitoring and a improvement cycle. So the preliminary results were interesting from my point of view. Between 2016 to 2019, FAMU could have saved 87,000. Imagine how much we could have saved from the waste. So with an offset, the setting annual of $25 to $30 of this disposal cost. So this came from 1 million pounds generated annually. So imagine if we are saving this much money every year or every 3 years. It's a huge for a campus to be developed. It will be like self-reliance in terms of sustainability. So, or it can supplement other investment on campus. So we are working on different soil, water around the campus. We have collected the data we sent to our lab. So we are finding that the soil analysis on localized spot, well, elevated metal level, they have elevated metal levels. So it means we need to know exactly when we are planting something on campus, is it safe to plant it? Because without safe soil, without safe people, you can't do nothing. There is no sustainability.
Dr.
So we
Hubbard,
want to have this.
Yeah, 2 minutes, please. 2 minutes.
All right. Thank you. So we are using different methodologies, remote sensing. We're having sensors. These sensors are for indoor air quality. We installed in different buildings. We are using drones to map the campus, green areas, and the different trees. So there is a broad impact from this sustainability assessment where we are preparing the graduates to go to work, their career, they are ready for working. So we are strengthening the institutional accountability and transparency. We are increasing or enhancing the resilience, competitiveness, and reputation of our campus. So we are producing different models that can be duplicated with the other universities. So we are happy to learn from other universities, and then I'm pretty sure they are happy to learn from us in terms of the sustainability. So the sustainability campus assessment is here to bridge the gap between education, innovation, and sustainability practice. So here, the take-home message, data-driven sustainability, it's a strategic, not a symbolic. It's not just symbol. So I would like to thank everyone on this call. Thank you all. Thank you for inviting me and for your time, interest. Welcome for your comments. I'm open for more discussion and for collaboration. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much, Dr. Hubbard, for these interesting examples, initiatives at the university level, and the collaboration with the community. And now we move to the fourth speaker, Engineer Noura Shawarib. And Engineer Noura, she is a lecturer at Palestine Technical University, Khadouri, from Palestine. So the floor is yours, and you have 15 minutes, please.
Hi.
Yes, we can hear you. Hi.
1 minute, please.
Okay.
Yes. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm very happy to be here with you today. My name is Noura Shawarib. I'm a lecturer at Palestine Technical University in Khadouri, and I am studying a PhD in data science at the Arab American University. My work focus on data and jobs and sustainability. Today, I want to talk about one simple idea, how data, when used in a smart way, can help people and learn green skills and help business become more sustainable. My main message is very clear. Data is not just a number, and data helps us make better decisions. Today, many countries are moving toward a green future. They want clean energy and less pollution, better care for the environment. But there is a problem. We do not have clear and organized data, but green jobs and green skills. Some challenges are data about green jobs is not organized. It's not clear what skills companies really needs. We don't know exactly what jobs will be needed in the future. Without good data, students learn skills that are not needed. Companies can't find a right works. Time and money are wasted. This is why why is very important for good planning. Let me give you some easy example to know how data help us understand green skills. We can study many jobs advertisement. This help us know where the green jobs are going and what skills are needed. What training in that important for example, energy efficiency jobs, sustainability jobs, and environmental analysis jobs. Data helps us for jobs trend clearly. And finding skill gaps, we can compare what the university teach and what the companies need. This show us missing skills and skills that need improvement. Then we know what should be to trend. Planning for the future jobs using simple prediction tools. We can guess what the green jobs will be needed in the future. And this helps the government and universities and the training center prepare people early. Data not only useful for job. It's also very useful for companies and reduce waste. Companies collect data about energy use and water use and materials, but study this data, then can find waste and save money and protect environment. Data helps companies about reduce pollution and make the cleaner and follow the environmental rules. When companies study market data, they can find a new green data and create recycle solution and offer green digital services. Data supporting new green business. Without sharing private details, data analysis was using study green skills need is a protection tool helps plan renewable energy jobs, and companies use data to find waste and reduce pollution. In all cases, the result was a same better data leads to make a good decision and better decisions. We can explain everything in 3 easy steps: collection data and study data and take action. In collection data, jobs and education data, companies needs. And in study data, job trends and missing skills and the future needs. To take action, to better training and better education, support green business. No need means guessing. Good means smart decisions. Okay. Support sustainable business to reduce waste and save money to protect the environmental. And two green skills are important for the future. Data help us understand things better. Countries and companies that use data all succeed. I would like to end at this message. With the right data, we can build better, cleaner, and more sustainable future. Thank you to everyone.
Yeah, thank you so much, Engineer Nora, for this enlightening presentation on utilization of data to improve and meet the demands of green skills in the markets. So now I would like again to thank everyone of a speaker for these interesting presentations and sharings, and I'm inviting Michelle to handle the Q&A session. So the floor is yours, Michelle.
Thank you, Dr. Wissam, and thank you so much for those inspiring presentations. I know that we have so many questions that have come to us through LinkedIn and all of our attendees here. And as we go into that, I want to just first also say thank you to our collective team at the Global Green Chamber of Commerce and U.S. Green Chamber. And Tay is on the LinkedIn side today, and he is collecting our questions and giving feedback there. So I want to say thank you to Tay today. I wanted to also just share, we always go through like who in the audience and where are they coming from, joining us from as well. So we have Mauritius, France, quite a few people from India, China, a couple of people from China today. I think that was a first. Cairo, Egypt, Myanmar, California, Nigeria, Kash, Nepal, I might be saying that city wrong, Morocco, Malaysia, Tunisia, Kigali, Rwanda, Kathmandu, Nepal, Mexico City, Pakistan, quite a few people, Egypt, several people there, Querétaro, Mexico, welcome, Saudi Arabia, Lagos, Nigeria, Florida, USA, more from India, Guinea, Rwanda again, several people, Namibia, and again, Nigeria, and Dallas, Texas, just to name a few, because I know not everyone shares where they're joining us from. And as we come into the Q&A session, I wanted to just provide just a few common threads. I know that one of them throughout, even though the presentations are all very unique and the messages are different, there are a few common threads that come into play. One being that sustainability becomes scalable only when data, human values, and learning systems are aligned. So each of the speakers addressed those items. And then just collective insight is that climate action is strongest when science informs decisions, education builds capacity, and values guide implementation. So thank you so much for combining all of your insights together for that. And we will head straight into questions now. I will start with Dr. Sharul. And I really appreciate how Dr. Sharul talked about low-cost monitoring tools and how they can democratize climate data without compromising scientific integrity. And we have quite a few questions here. One of our questions is from Amar Radzi, and they ask, I am from the water industries. Sometimes our water resource, river, pond, has odor pollution. Can your equipment detect the odor that we usually classify in TON measurements using the human nose? I believe this is not safe in case the odor contains dangerous gases.
Yeah, thanks, Michelle. Thanks for the question. Basically, we are not involved yet in odor study, but I saw there are a few technology, and some of them also use kind of electrochemical sensors. But I did read through some of the technical specification. For example, maybe you can search E-nose, E-NOSE sensors, and you can find there are a few innovators that develop this kind of E-nose technology. Maybe from my understanding, they use sort of order index that generated from an equation that can derived from the E-nose. Maybe you can search for it. But for us, we did not involve yet in any order study. I just can emphasize that there is no like US EPA certifications in order, but there are a few order analysis that use an equipment such as gas chromatography, mass spec, GCMS. They combine with this order sample, and they derive in different ways, because like just I mentioned, sensors derive like order index, but GCMS and order technology or combination or coupled with GCMS, they give another indicators to detect orders. So maybe you can find out common ways in order analysis and with sensors technologies. maybe you can search in a journals or something like that I can advise.
Yeah, thank you so very much. And just to add to this, if anybody wants, any of our speakers, I'll say this now, want to address the questions, they will all be in the LinkedIn comment section. So you can go straight to that question, especially the ones that we might not ask today, and you can answer each of those. So keep an eye out for those questions for our speakers. For those of you who see the QR code up on the screen, this QR code will allow you to download and be provided with a certificate for attending today's program. And also, if you are able, if you know somebody who will be an amazing speaker, I know we have over 200 applicants just for next year, but if somebody knows of a great speaker to present, or if you might be one, that this is another avenue for you to submit your name and let Dr. Wissam know that you are interested in speaking at an upcoming event. So yeah, thank you so much, Dr. Shahrul. And our next question is for Pramila. Dr. Pramila, first of all, I just want to say we really appreciate the message. One of the ones that really resonated with me is the one about over-reliance on left brain, data-heavy education really creates that green skills gap, which limits the innovation and adaptability in sustainability-driven sectors. I have to say, I see that all the time in working with people who are just out of college or just out of their master's or PhD program even. So thank you so much for sharing that. And our question that we have quite a few here as well. I'll start with one from Strong Truth. And Strong says, hello. In Nepal for 2026, what are the most important green skills that businesses need to drive sustainable innovation?
Thank you for question. So first of all, I strongly suggest that emotional skills one of the major part to major part for business. So another there is like essential skills, critical thinking, problem solving, entrepreneurship skills. So that would be major part to improve sustainable business and innovation.
Thank you so much. And I know we have quite a few contacts in Nepal, and a Green Chamber of Commerce is starting in Nepal. And I know that you are working in the field that is so desperately needed. And just, hats off to you for doing that work. I really look forward to.
Yeah, thank you so much. I am doing about life skill education. And life skill educations that World Health Organizations already has given top 10 life skill educations like emotional part, mental health part, critical thinking, problem solving, communication. That top 10 skills has covered a lot in our personal and professional life. So that would be good for all the sector. Beside that, socio-emotional learning, peace education is also one of the important factors for improving our healthy, happy, and high performance.
Yeah, thank you so very much. And our next question is for Dr. Hubert. And thank you so much, as you have illustrated how institutions can lead the green transition by turning sustainability into skills, innovation, and measurable business value, which is why we're here today. All three of those are just so critically important. And again, we have so many amazing questions that are coming in. I'll take one here from Dr. Damien. And Dr. Damien asks, Dr. Hubert, please, what is the perception of the student after embarking on the program, on your particular program?
Yeah, thank you. That's a good question. So during our assessment, we are also sending questionnaires on how uh, to assess how the perception of students, even the community, how they use clean energy in terms of solar or photovoltaic energy. So we have found that when we compare with the city regulations, they don't exactly know, understand what they are trying, the city is trying to do. So because we work closely with the city here, so we always send from different universities around here. Then we find that they are not very correlated. They don't understand the regulations. So our solution is if we get that baseline from our studies, we will present or we will show to the city, even the university, that they need to mobilize this kind of policy from the bottom to up. So starting from the students, from the school, and up to the country. I mean, so we have been working on this kind of survey, and we were mapping around the campus how much we have as clean energy. So we found that some areas are having much solar energy panels, but others are not. But when we ask them, we find that those who are having much solar panels, they understand or they have high perception of what is the benefit of clean energy in terms of how green they are and how they can save and how much they can save. So in terms of waste, we found that most of the students, they don't know how to sort waste. When we put the bins there, you say this is recyclables, this is, let's say, cardboard, they should go here. Some they mix, they just dump it. They don't care about what is the labels on the bins. So it means we need we still have a long journey to go with the students. They are our community, so we need to go more and teach them how, or educate them, increase the sustainability education. At least every curriculum should have a kind of sustainability practice. When you start a class, you say what is the sustainability. So because it doesn't stop from just environmental science, it's everywhere. It's in social, it's in journalism, it's everywhere. So that perception needs to be increased through education. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. I will say, you mentioned the labels on the bins. It seems like such a simple thing that might not make a difference, but we work with one of our partners is Recycle Across America, as well as Recycle Across the World. And their number one sole focus is having a very clear labeling system. And they go into universities, they go into just even regular, even elementary schools, and they are able to increase their or decrease their contamination exponentially. So congratulations on the work that you're doing. Really,
Thank
really
you.
impressive. And I think it looks to me like we will be going up. I don't know if we have Nura with us. She might have accidentally dropped off the call. So we will go into, we will go back up and ask Dr. Sharul another question. And one of the questions that we have here is, how can businesses balance affordability and accuracy when deploying environmental monitoring tools?
Sorry, Michelle, can you repeat again? Sorry.
Yes. How can businesses balance affordability and accuracy when deploying environmental monitoring tools?
Okay. If you thank you for the question. Yeah, as I emphasized in my presentation, I think when we talk about air quality monitoring sensors, what we need to emphasize is Even though like myself, we have our startup, and at the same time, I can say that I'm part of entrepreneur and also academia. When I'm at academia, we emphasizing the quality of the data itself, and similar to as an entrepreneur, I also need to confirm that my device can give accurate data to the public and to Department of Environment. So as I mentioned, the calibration procedures for this device are really important. It's not just the sensor is not just plug and play. We don't want to give a false alarm to the community. For example, if we succeeded to deploy hundreds air monitoring networks, for example, we make a lot of money, but at the end of the day, we give information if we did not maintain the devices calibration, we didn't maintain any after sales service and so on. So it will cause a lot of problems. So I emphasize when we want to commercialize this kind of technology, we need to make sure that our collaboration is correct.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know where our audience is or our speakers. I don't know if it's a StreamYard challenge, but we will just jump into another question here for you. And one is, let's see, how can low-cost sensors strengthen ESG transparency and accountability? Transparency and accountability, the low cost.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, of course. We store the data in our cloud. So the technical staff, we need to emphasize on the raw data itself. We want to make sure that the raw data give accurate information. So we need to always do transparency to our clients, for example, because we also set all the clouds to all of our clients, and they control the data instead of us. So we need to. That is one of the transparency. And for the ESG part, yeah, it depends on the governance itself. Some country probably did not approve these local sensors as part of their official monitoring. So to talk about the ESG is quite challenging at the moment, but I think in the future, if we make sure that our devices can convince the government, so maybe the government can consider to be part of the national monitoring for environmentals like water or air.
Thank you so much. And again, for those just joining us at the end, or if you missed the first one, this is the QR code to receive your certificate of attendance today. And we will go into, I think one final question for Dr. Hubert. And Strong Truth asks, how can AI be used to enhance green skills and drive sustainable business innovation?
Yeah, thank you. That's a good question. So for the AI and the other new technology or cutting edge technologies, they can increase or enhance the sustainable skills innovation through my first concern is they can increase in terms of teaching, making technologies available to everyone. If we have, let's say, ChatGPT or any other chatbot, so if the students or community has access to those AI things, they are able to get to get the news, to get the insight. So it means the AI needs to be centralized, and they teach people how to use them because they are helpful they have different algorithms. So when they are combining many things, so there are things that we cannot combine as human, but if we combine all those practice, sustainability, they can be used to enhance the innovation. I'm focusing on our curriculums. We are now using different AI tools to enhance our curriculum. So it means the AI can help you to see the hidden spot that you did not see. And as the sustainability is concerned, then you see that you need to include that skill in your curriculum. So another way that's AI can help the skills to be advanced is how we use it. We use the AI. So AI is a way we can use it. It can help us to analyze different data, even if you have to be conscious of what data you are downloading. And one thing is you can always, let's say, when I'm using satellite imagery, Sentinel-2, how can I augment the resolution? Using different deep learning model, you are able to increase the resolution from 100 meters to 10 meters. And that's a high resolution. So you are analyzing NDVI or any health status of vegetation, you will be able to understand exactly what is there. You will be able to understand how tall is the breeding, how much investment can I add to this aspect or any other sector you want to increase. That's how I think the AI can be used. Another thing is here I want to have like investment recovery. So how will I increase the investment recovery or toward the sustainability? It means the AI can help us in sorting waste. You have different bins. You go there, you swipe it, you just throw in the specific bin. I have seen some universities using the same. I would say, oh, this is a wonderful technology that we can always leverage. And when you throw it in a wrong bin, it says you are wrong. Please help me to improve this. That's a kind of innovation, and that's leading us to sustainability. So there are many examples that we can use AI to increase the sustainability innovation in education. Yeah, I think we are heading to that. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Dr. Hubert. And you're right, I have seen quite a few solutions. We have a global sustainability solutions team, and each week I see and experience the most innovative solutions, and we've seen quite a few where they take pictures and they calculate how much, but I haven't seen the one that actually lets you know right on the spot that you've just done something wrong. So we will have to keep an eye out for that one and put it into our repository. So thank you so much. And I know that we are out of time today. I just want to say many thanks to our esteemed speakers who have brought their insights and research and experience to bear. I would say to please keep an eye out for everyone to go to that new review on the Global Ambassadors of Sustainability website. And I want to say that this international forum really showcased how sustainability thrives at the intersection of credible data, human values, and learning systems. Our speakers highlighted the importance of accurate environmental monitoring, emotional intelligence leadership, institutional innovation, and applied engineering in advancing climate action. So together, the session reinforced that sustainable business success does depend not only on technology and policy, but on people, education, and trust. So many thanks for all you have brought to us today. And to our audience, I just want to say thank you so much. The questions, the comments, the insights, just being part of our global sustainability family means the world to us. So I will pass it over to Dr. Wissam for the closing.
Yeah, thank you so much, Michelle. And again, thank you so much for the speakers, for our guest speakers, for this like enlightening presentations and real cases. And as Michelle said, like this is showing. And again, every webinar we have like a proof of concepts that sustainability is a practical kind of initiatives. It's not about theory. There is a lot of real cases globally, and it can be transferred. And I think this is the best way to end the year with this webinar. And I'm seeing from the comments, like people from Latin America up to Southeast Asia, so from every continent, even backgrounds like we have. And I think this is something that we are proud of, that this platform is providing an opportunity for people to engage, to interact, and to network. I can even see in the comments a lot of people reaching out. They're trying to engage. They're trying to establish some collaborations. And I think this is the aim of this platform since we started 5 years back. And I think we are happy to see that. And we'll continue doing that in the next year. We'll see you in 3 weeks' time. And yeah, we'll have a lot of like excited opportunities for our speakers and also for the audience. And we are looking forward to engage more and to transfer all these ideas into practicality. So I would like to wish everyone happy holidays, and we'll see you next year, but it's very soon, in 3 weeks' time. So thank you so much, and have a good time, everyone. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Dr. Wessam. Thank you so much, Dr. Hubert and all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, welcome.
Bye-bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.